You don't need to be rich, beautiful, or even visible to make someone obsess over you. All you need is to make them think about you constantly. Ever missed someone so much that it felt like a physical ache? You watched them online, hoping for a sign, a message, anything, but they ignored you. And yet, some part of you kept hoping they'd care, hoping you'd matter. You asked yourself, what did I do wrong? Here's the truth. You did nothing wrong. You were just predictable. They weren't ignoring you by accident. They were doing it on purpose. What they gave you wasn't love. It was absence, deliberate and strategic. Hope is the cruelest drug. It doesn't nourish you. It keeps you crawling back for more. Machiavelli saw this 500 years ago. He didn't teach us how to love. He taught us how to haunt the minds of others, how to stay with them without saying a word, how to leave them craving your presence even when you're not there. This isn't about love. It's about mastery. It's about creating a presence that's so powerful, so elusive, that they can't stop thinking about you. Because obsession isn't born from attraction. It's born from confusion. The greatest obsession arises when they almost understand you, but never quite do. This blueprint isn't about chasing love. It's about becoming unforgettable. Part 1. The invisible wound. There's a kind of pain that doesn't leave marks. No bruises, no scars. It's the pain of being remembered only when it's convenient. You were once important, but now you're forgotten. You were the one who always reached out, always made the first move. You waited for hours for them to reply, only to be met with silence. You gave your attention, your love, your everything, but they didn't return it. And now, they talk about connection, but never mention you. That ache you feel, it's not sadness, it's starvation. The hunger to be missed, to be remembered, not just when they're lonely at 2 a.m., but when they're lost in their thoughts. You gave so much of yourself only to be met with silence. Not just any silence, but the kind that makes you question your worth. The truth? You weren't boring. You were too clear. You gave away everything too soon. And in a world addicted to mystery, clarity is your enemy. You became forgettable because there was nothing left to wonder. No tension, no mystery. And that's why they moved on. Not because you weren't enough, but because you revealed too much. Part 2. The deeper mechanism. Why did they forget you? Why did they lose interest the moment you became emotionally available? It's time to rethink everything you were taught about love. The truth is brutal. The brain isn't addicted to love. It's addicted to uncertainty. We don't crave connection. We crave the possibility of it, the unresolved, the spark we almost catch. Think about someone you couldn't stop thinking about. Was it because they loved you deeply, or because they disappeared when you thought they wouldn't? This is the mechanism that drives obsession, intermittent reinforcement. It's the same reason gamblers keep playing the slot machines, not because they win, but because they might. Every spin is a maybe, and that maybe floods the brain with dopamine. The same principle applies in relationships. Warmth, then sudden coldness. Vulnerability, then absence. You didn't crave them because they loved you. You craved them because they left you uncertain. And Machiavelli understood this. Power lies in unpredictability. Part 3. The common mistakes that destroy obsession before it starts. Ever thought you did everything right, replied quickly, reassured them, showed you cared, but nothing worked? That's because obsession doesn't grow in certainty. It thrives on tension. The moment you become emotionally predictable, you lose them. Here are 5 mistakes that kill obsession. Emotional overavailability. You gave too much, too soon. You became too easy to read. Instead, let them work for your attention. Reveal yourself slowly. chasing clarity. You wanted them to feel safe, so you explained everything. But clarity is the enemy of obsession. Let them wonder. Let the silence speak louder than your answers. Full access, being always available, doesn't create obsession. It creates invisibility. Limit your availability. Make your presence feel like a privilege, not a given. Over-explaining yourself. You tried to justify your actions, but explanations kill mystery. Instead, let ambiguity stand. Let them wonder. Emotional security. Too early. You offered emotional security too soon. Obsession comes from risk, not guarantees. Let them feel like they're almost losing you. Part 4. The philosophy behind the power of obsession is not born from affection. It's born from absence. Power doesn't lie in what you give. It lies in what you withhold. Machiavelli knew this. He didn't preach kindness. He preached strategic distance. When people are always available, they lose their value. But when you withdraw at the height of connection, you carve yourself into their memory. Obsession is built on unpredictability, on scarcity. People don't obsess over what they can have. They obsess over what they can't. You want to become unforgettable? Don't be the one who gives everything away. Be the one who leaves them wanting more. Part 5. The shift from needing love to commanding presence. The shift from being someone who needs love to someone who commands presence is a game changer. You don't chase love. You command attention. This transformation starts internally. It's about mastering your time, energy, and attention. You stop explaining yourself. You stop chasing. You stop overgiving. And when you stop needing to be loved, you become magnetic. People don't crave what's always available. They crave what's elusive. They crave what challenges their certainty, what keeps them guessing. If you're ready to stop chasing and start commanding, subscribe to Virtù for more powerful insights. Join us on the journey to mastering your presence and building a mindset that will make you unforgettable.